Hello, my name is Sonali Chopra. Welcome back to another episode of Around the World. In the world of geopolitics, nothing is permanent. Relations between nations are characterized by ups and downs, and occasionally nations that are geographically apart unite. On the other hand, animosity can also be observed amongst coexisting nations. The relationship between Italy and India has also seen ups and downs. The history of diplomatic relations between the two countries is about 7 decades old. During this period, the mutual relationship of the two countries has also faced many complexities. But at present, India and Italy have presented an example of new and strong friendship at the international level. Now, in such a situation, the question arises that how did India-Italy relations become normal after a long time? Also, how can India and Italy prove to be complementary to each other? In today's discussion, we will find answers to such questions. But first, let us know the history of relations between India and Italy. Italy, located in southern and western Europe, shares its border with France, Switzerland, Austria, and Slovenia. Talking about India, this country located in the continent of Asia has emerged as a center point on the global stage due to its geographical and economic position. Political relations between these two countries, located in different corners of the world, were established in 1947. Which was extended to a strategic partnership in 2023. But during this time, there were many tense periods in the relations between the two countries, which includes cases like Augusta Westland scam and Enrica Lexie case. However, when Giorgia Meloni took over as Prime Minister in Italy, amid tense relations, there was a boom in its relations with India. In other words, important changes started in the dynamics of relations between the two countries. Meanwhile, Giorgia Meloni came to India in March 2023 and her visit played an important role in raising bilateral relations to the status of strategic partnership. During this, many important agreements were signed between the prime ministers of the two countries. After this, in order to strengthen the relationship, both the countries held a bilateral meeting during the G20 summit held in New Delhi, in which the progress in various areas of India-Italy strategic partnership was reviewed and it was agreed to increase cooperation in areas like defense and emerging technology. At the same time, in the year 2024, the presidency of the G7 group came to Italy. And on this occasion, Prime Minister Meloni also invited India to the G7 group meeting, and along with this, agreements were made between the two countries in many important areas. Obviously, in recent years, an advanced strategic partnership has been seen in defense cooperation between the two countries. It is worth noting that in November 2021, the Ministry of Defense of India lifted a decade-old ban on Italian defense company Leonardo, which proved to be an important step towards reviving their defense cooperation. At the same time, with the lifting of this ban, Leonardo's participation in providing heavyweight torpedoes for India's Scorpene-class conventional submarines emerged. As Italy's interest in the Indo-Pacific region continues to grow, this partnership can have a significant impact on global geopolitical dynamics as well as European and transatlantic interest. At the same time, the basis of the deepening relationship between the two countries is trade, because India is a big market at present and Italian companies are looking for a big market. If the data is to be believed, bilateral trade of $14.25 billion was done between the two countries in the year 2022-23. At the same time, Italy is one of India's top 5 trading partners in the European Union. It is worth mentioning that at present, India's defense sector is more dependent on Russia. In such a situation, the involvement of European partners like Italy in the Indian defense industry can serve as a tool to reduce India's dependence on Russia, at least in the long run. Apart from this, Italy joined the India-led International Solar Alliance, Disaster Resilient Infrastructure Coalition, Global Biofuel Alliance and IMEC, which is a sign of deepening relations between the two countries. Talking about IMEC, that is India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, it is a connectivity project that aims to develop a seamless infrastructure of ports, railways, roads, sea lines and pipelines to increase trade between India, the Arabian Peninsula, the Mediterranean region and Europe. IMEC aims to take advantage of existing trade routes between India and the Arabian Gulf and the Eastern Mediterranean and Europe and build infrastructure to connect the Gulf and Mediterranean regions. Given the circumstances, it would not be incorrect to say that the evolving developments between the two nations highlight India and Italy's steadfast commitment to forging a complex alliance that encompasses security, defense, and strategic dimensions. The alliance between Italy and India is a burgeoning and vibrant one with enormous potential for both countries' own growth and significant global influence. It is a better option for opportunities and bright prospects in the field of Indian defense and the broader scenario of India-Italy relations. So that's all in today's episode. See you in the next episode. But before that, let's note down a question based on today's story. Changing global scenario has nudged India and Italy to review their bilateral relations. Analyze. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.